What is up, like? Hello, welcome back to my channel. How are you all doing? I hope you are all well. I'm doing great, and I decided I'm going to film my little everyday makeup tutorial today. So just dewy, glowy, nose ring covered in foundation. Never cleaned that the whole video. Yeah, so that's just basically today's video, is just showing you the products and the basics of what I do every day, and it's quick, it's half an hour, I'm done, which is good for me. And a lot of people are like, oh, I'll do it in 10 minutes, and I'm like, no you don't. So yeah, if you just want to see how I created this look, then keep on watching. So yous are all well used to the honey bun at this stage, so she's back. So first things first, I'm going to go in with the Makeupbydenise Le Creme Concentrate as a moisturiser. It can be used as a makeup base, it can be used as a cream, like a moisturising cream for overnight if you put a lot of it on. I'm not very good at explaining, but yous all are well aware of that at this stage. So yeah, just rubbing her into the skin. So I don't do too much for daytime makeup. Well, you probably think this is a lot for the average person, but for me, compared to what I'd be doing for my crazy days, this isn't a lot. And then just bring the excess down my neck. I'm going quite gentle with this, even though it probably looks like I'm absolutely dragging my face everywhere. So next then, I'm going to make my face a little dewy under the foundation. So I'm going to go in with the LA Girl Luminous Glow Skin Illuminator in the shade Afterglow. This is less than a tenner anyways, I'm not too sure on the exact price, but it's beautiful and well worth your money. So taking that on a little Peaches PC17, and going to put that on my chin, Cupid's bow, nose, just above the arch of my eyebrows, and then on top of the cheekbones, my usuals. I feel like this is going to be a quite short tutorial because yeah, I'm not going too out there today. Well, I never really do when I'm actually going places, but for my page I'd go all out, as you can see. Especially when I'm doing clients' makeup, they'd usually tend to go for the more natural kind of thing. So when it comes to me doing my own makeup, I like to go crazy because, or when I get models in, I like to go crazy because that's what you wouldn't usually see on my page. So next I'm going to go in with some NARS Sheer Glow Foundation in the shade Barcelona. The bottle is in absolute tatters, but we're going to ignore that as always. So I'm going to take a bit of that on the Revoluna Aura 1 and just buff that all into my skin. I'm pretty sure this is a powder brush or something, but I think it's a bit too dense for bronzer anyways, because it ends up dragging the foundation off my skin and it's all set under it. So it's a good brush for foundation and it gets the job done. I just poked myself in the eye. Time to recover. It gets the job done very quickly. I only discovered this about 3 days ago now, but yeah, it's just, it doesn't leave any streaks. I don't know what it's actually meant for. Pretty sure it's a powder brush, but there's no rules to makeup. There's no brushes you can't use for other things. I like to use a smallish powder brush, where people will use a bronzer brush for powder, but that just ain't me at all. So kind of just putting this everywhere. I wouldn't put this near my eyes usually if I'm doing actual proper eye makeup, because I don't need to, because I'll be putting down an eye base, but I'm not putting an eye base on today because I'm just doing the basics. So that's already basically her buffed into the skin. Next I have concealer, so I'm going to go in with the Catrice Liquid Camouflage Concealer in the shade 020. This is quite full coverage, so that's why I like her. So just putting that on my chin, Cupid's bow, nose, centre of the forehead. And then when I cream contour, I usually like to put it under there. And then of course under the eyes. And then I'm going to put a little bit of that on my eyelids also. So first things first, going to buff it in again with an Aura 1 from Rebelluna. Rebelluna brushes are the best brushes, and I know everyone says that about different brush sets and everything, and I was someone that always bought brush sets when I was like younger and didn't know much about makeup, and I'd end up using about 3 of the brushes from the sets and none of the rest. So I was like never doing that again, but I had some like single Rebelluna brushes and absolutely loved them. So at the beauty show they were doing the happy hour and you could get the whole set for 100 where it was usually 260. So of course I couldn't leave that behind, as you can imagine, because I'm me anyways. But best decision of my life. Like I'd say there's like 2 or 3 that I don't use, but not that I wouldn't use them. I just have like other ones from the same Rebelluna set that I just would use instead of using. Like I don't really use their angled like bronzer blush brush, but instead I use the Aura 4 from them for like the same purposes. But then like yeah, if I'm doing clients, you know, obviously you're not going to wash your brushes every single time, so I'd use that kind of stuff then, but they're still unreal like, and they wash so well. I sound like I'm doing a sponsored post, I wish, but no, they wash so well, like they don't go out of shape, where like I find that with a lot of other brushes that they go out of shape after a few washes, but I promise you these won't. So now for some cream bronzer to warm up the skin, I'm going to go in at MAC Face and Body in the shade N9. So literally just applying her to the cheeks, basically kind of everywhere that I'd bronze myself. Then along the forehead and temples. And jawline. And then kind of whatever is left on the brush, just go down the nose and under the lip. And then again taking the Rebelluna Aura 01 and buffing her all in. Try not to, well, you should try not to get the hair all over your face when you're doing this, but you know, I'm me, so I feel like I haven't been as active on my page as I have been the last few weeks, but graduations are just over, so I was so busy that I have like 7 million posts already of like clients, but I need to get back into my own makeup, if yous get me. Because obviously summer is going to be busy, like everyone else would be going like all out at summer and posts, but like I don't, like this is my job, so like I'm like that all year round, but summer is when I'm going to be busy working and everything, so you know, there'll be times like I'll be coming and going, but I'll still obviously try to be as active as I can and come on for some of the chats with you guys. Next I'm just taking a bit of the Rimmel Matte Perfection Loose Powder, taking that on an Ingloff 4SS and just setting the chin, the Cupid's bow, the nose, centre, forehead, basically everywhere I concealed under the contour, and then under the eyes. And then I'm going to basically set all the lid. I need to pluck my eyebrows real badly, and I always forget, and it's when I'm doing makeup and I'm looking at them I'm like, oh my god, no thank you. So next for highlighter I'm taking the Be About Beauty Golden Gloss Highlighter Palette and going in with the lighter 2 shades. Taking that on a Nima Maria brush. I'm just going to start kind of in circular motions, buffing that onto the cheekbones. as always, putting it on before I bronze, contour, blush. I always do this. Sometimes I forget, but I always need to do this anyways. Then, as I said, it just blends into the skin so much easier. So I basically highlight everywhere, not even like over exaggerating. And tiny bit onto the inner corner, because when I'm on a lazy day I don't bother using a brush, because you know I'm not going to mess up my gorgeous eye look that I have done here. So next I'm taking the Be Bold contour kit and taking the bronzer here, and taking that on a Kira Daily powder bronzer brush. I'm just going to roughly put that everywhere. So cheekbones, the temples with my forehead, and bring it back around, and then under the jawline. So as I always say, like in a 3, like that's where you kind of want it, because you don't want to darken up the inner part of your face, like everyone knows that, but still. Excuse my tan, she's fading, so she's a bit scaldy. And then slightly down the neck to make sure I'm all the same colour. And then I kind of just bring that down the nose a little, just to bring a bit of warmth into the middle of my forehead. I meant the middle of my face, but you know, same thing. Now I'm taking a Benefit palette, and I'm going to take Hoola bronzer, and then I'm going to take Rockature blush. So taking Hoola bronzer on a Revlon Oro 4. I'm just lightly, roughly kind of going back and forth. I don't want this to be too precise, because I don't like being too sculpted. I'd rather be nice and bronzed. I just don't like the whole ashy grey thing. And a lot of people say they don't either, but like, I absolutely love contouring, and they kind of go hand in hand in my opinion. So because it's so different, like doing it yourself, like in your room looking at it, and then like when you're out in public and you see some people and like their whole face is just grey, and I'm like, no. But like I could be like that some days and not even notice myself. As I said, like when you're sitting there with all the big lights on you wouldn't have noticed this kind of stuff. So I'm now taking a Nima Harley brush and going in with that blush from Benefit Rockature, and just smile and put it around the apple of my cheeks and blend back into my bronzer. And same on the other side. And then of course taking my little best friend, my MAC blush in the shade Fairly Precious. So when people don't like blush, I'd never like go in with anything like shimmery on them. Like I just go in with a little bit of a matte blush. Like I tend to put it on all clients, even if they're like not the biggest blush fan, because it doesn't mean I'm going to go in with a big vibrant pink blush on you. Like it's just a tiny bit makes a big difference. So currently just going back in with my bronzer brush and just blending her all back together. Make sure there's no harsh lines. Now it's time for eyebrows. So just gonna push all the hairs upwards. Taking Benefit Gimme Brow in shade 2. And then just gonna push her through the brows. This is all my usual. I don't really do anything new besides the last step of my eyebrows. But this part is all the same. So, you know, still leaving it in there because people do want to see it. And then I'm taking the 3D brow tones in the shade 2 also. They're both from Benefit, always. And I'm just pushing that through the brows. So you can already see the difference. These just look like they're sticking out more. They are more boom. And like it's called 3D brow tone, so you know it's kind of meant to do that. Not that it's like looking flat on your skin. I always make a mess with brows, but I don't really care either. When I do is go back in with my concealer brush with like no product on it and just brush over Maybe I just need to pluck my brows and I'm just thinking that it's something else. Now taking the Got2b eyebrow gel. Not saying the brand because we all know how that went. Doesn't work. Cannot say it for the life of me. I'm just gonna brush this all through my brows. I don't really care about the shape because I'm gonna go in with my clean spoolie and brush them into place, because if I try to brush them into place with the same brush with the product on it, they're just going to get a bit too caked, so I'm going to avoid doing that, but just make sure the brows are all fully coated. Like, the brows do not budge when this is in them. Well, for most people anyways. Shout out to you, Lauren. And then I'm just going to kind of, I always tend to brush them upwards and then like mostly flatten them, but then have like the odd few, or like my brows are a bit too long to just brush them all upwards like that and keep them there, so you know, flatten them a little bit. And of course they're never the same, but like, as always, brows aren't meant to be sisters, or maybe they are, they're cousins. It's okay. Obviously I do try get them as even as I can, but you know, there's only so much you can do to save them. Basically something like that, along the lines of that anyways. So next just take my Revlon R20, which is the big ass fluffy blending brush, and put in a bit of the Be Bold bronzer on the brush and just literally randomly brushing that through my lid, because I want to add a little bit of colour, but like without doing an actual look. You just don't understand how boring this gets without having music on in the background. I just wish you could like separate the voice and the music and, you know, cut off the music when you're editing, but you know, that's not a thing. See, I didn't know that at the start, and when I was like, I pre-recorded a few videos like that I've never posted that were like the first ones before I discovered that if you play music in the background and edit, obviously they're all going to get cut off. So, you know, we're all good. I just sing in my head, you know, keep myself a bit occupied. And I'm going to take a tiny bit of the shade Honey from the Be About Beauty brand Honey eyeshadow palette, just on my finger, and just apply that onto the lid to give it a bit of something. This isn't too pale that it's like gonna stand out either, so it's just a little bit of shimmer. I don't know if I'm blocking you from seeing this, I probably am. Oops. And then just taking the brush and just buffing her in. Pretty much like that, don't want anything too excess. Just taking my old dirty Too Faced Darkness X waterproof mascara. She is quite dried out, so what I like to do when it's dried out is get a little bit of Inglot. Sorry, I can't multitask. So when it's dried out, I like to get a bit of Inglot Duraline. Best invention in the world. I'm going to put a few drops of her in there. So someone asked me to talk about Duraline, like what I use. Basically it's a makeup mixing liquid. So when I'm doing it, I couldn't do eyeliner without this. So when I'm doing an eyeliner, like I would never, like a wing now, I'd never have it like looking that even, because I know I can clean it up rather than doing everything and having it done perfectly. You're better off doing it, you'd end up doing it faster if you just do it. It's a bit messy, grand, you can clean everything up, like that's always the way it is. So if anything is dried out, like eyebrow gel, gel liners, mascaras, lipsticks, probably I haven't done that, but you know, literally anything that's a bit dried out, you can mix it in with it and it will just bring it back to life. Yeah, clean up your liner. I use it for everything. Stick down pigments. Loads of people do a bit of a strip line and then they can like put a bit of Duraline on the outside and that they like smudge out the black like that, so it blends out. That's a very like Inglot style. There's definitely 7 other million things that I do actually use it for myself, but you know, nothing's coming to mind, so I'm gonna leave it at that for the Duraline. So basically just gonna put this on. I'm gonna like fast forward this because it's pointless, everyone knows how to do this. So I have applied my 17 million layers of mascara. Now I'm gonna go back in the Benefits Gimme Brow and make some fake freckles. I love doing this. So I'm just gonna do like a few dots randomly and then get my finger and tap them in. And while I tap it the first time, it like transfers to my finger, so then like, you know, I get 7 million freckles instead of like 4 that I created initially, so love that. So as I said before, I kind of just tap over them all a bit with the foundation brush just to make sure they're all quite blended in. Next, I'm going to take MAC Myth lipstick and just apply that all over my lips. And then, as always, Peaches and Cream Sisterhood Gloss. So that is pretty much the finished look, I think, unless I'm forgetting something. No, but I'm gonna go and take down my hair for the outro so I can look a little more presentable. So we're gonna try ignore the absolute crazy hair. I just washed it and then tied it up in a bun, so you know, that's the aftermath. But yeah, this is like my everyday makeup. I'd never really go like all out, if you get me. Half the time I wouldn't even do eyeshadow, so like this is like the furthest that the everyday makeup goes to. I wouldn't do lashes or none of that shebang like a lot of people would. So yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed this little everyday tutorial. Let me know down below what you think, or if you have any comments or suggestions for me. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and yeah, I'll see you next week. Bye.